1. Welcome to Students Online. We are so pumped that you guys are here. I hope that you had a great Thanksgiving and that you guys are all staying healthy. My name is Courtney.
And I'm Marla. It seems like it has been so long since we've seen you guys, so we are pumped for tonight and so glad that you are joining us.
You guys are in for an incredible night. So we have RESToR Worship with us. They're going to close us out in a song. We love that. Also, right around the corner, we are going to have a hilarious interview that I cannot wait for, so stay tuned for that.
Also, what we want you to do right now is stop what you're doing and listen very carefully. I need you to share this with 3 friends.
Share.
Share away right now. Just stop what you're doing. Seriously, stop and go. Share. And you need to DM us when you share this on Instagram, and we have got a prize for the winner. So share. This is what you're getting, guys. Look at this, all right? You're gonna want it. So go share, all right?
Also, we are going to hear from our very own Pastor Jordan. He's going to bring the word. It's going to be so good. But first, let's take it over to some of our friends, Trevor and Jansen.
Hi, I'm Jansen.
And I'm Trevor.
We're about to do some hot takes.
While eating hot wings. And you know what? It's probably not going to be that fun.
I'm probably gonna die.
So while we're eating those hot wings, we're going to give our hot takes. It's going to be my opinion, and you know my opinion is right, but you guys might not agree.
I never agree with him, so...
So do we have anything else to procrastinate with? I think, do you have any other deep thoughts you want to get into
really
before we start eating all this? So we've got,
trying to eat my Pringles in order to kind of mellow out the spiciness.
I don't think it's gonna work. We've got a gambit here, starting from jalapeno pepper hot sauce, working our way through the chain of capsaicin with some habanero.
Of what?
Capsaicin. That's what makes it hot.
Oh, we got some knowledge.
Working our way through the habanero. We've got a Carolina Reaper and we've got a ghost pepper as well. It's gonna be fantastic. Awful, probably.
I don't really get why people do this to themselves. I know some people who like this.
Yeah?
I enjoy spicy, okay, but I don't enjoy like spicy on purpose. Does that make any sense?
I don't think it does. But we'll probably find out. We've got a topper on here too. There we go.
Be smarter than the sauce, y'all. It's tough.
You gotta outsmart the sauce.
Yeah, I think this first one we can get a little bit of. Oh my! Wait, you gotta do the ketchup trick.
Oh, yep, you did the ketchup trick.
All
right.
The ketchup trick.
We got a lot on there. A great way to start it out.
All right.
All right. Jalapeno sauce. This is a Trader Joe's jalapeno sauce. Super excited about it. And here's my hot take. Ready?
Right, I'm hearing it.
I know that there's somebody in this room that I had this conversation with earlier that's gonna hate this, but Friends isn't that good of a show.
You liar.
Whoa. Not that good. This wing though, that is good.
Oh man, this is gonna be a rough day for Jansen. That tastes good. I like the flavor. No, you're lying to yourself. It's because, okay, how many episodes have you watched, first off?
Probably all of them, but it's hard to keep track because
And you don't like it? What?
It's overrated.
It's not overrated, it's good. The character development, Ross, Rachel, the relationship.
I hate that relationship.
You shush,
I don't know about
Andy.
that.
Okay, you want to hear another one of my hot takes?
Do it.
Sprinkles, pointless.
Pointless, like the sprinkles you put
No
on a
flavor.
cupcake.
Listen, no flavor. They don't taste like anything. They just look pretty. Why would you do that to yourself when they make your tongue weird?
I think that's a positive
That's
for
not
the sprinkles,
a
though.
positive. What is it? No, it's not.
Who doesn't like getting done with a nice caramel apple sucker and having just a green tongue for the rest of the day? I mean, beautiful.
That's a negative.
If you guys think that sprinkles are worthwhile to put on your cupcakes, go ahead and throw something in the comments and tell Jansen that he's crazy. Because you know what? Sprinkles are the bomb.
Sprinkles are lame. And just like Trevor thinks Friends is lame, I meant to say overrated.
It is lame though as well.
Lame.
So
and no, Friends is not lame. Friends is good.
Yeah.
This
Jansen agrees with me that Friends is lame. Sprinkles are lame. We're moving on.
Yeah. Okay. This is black hot sauce. Let's get a good focus on that, Chris.
It's called black hot sauce, Jansen. Do you know why? Because it's black.
No! So this is a chili habanero. We've got 2 of these. I'm really scared. I'm not going to do the ketchup method on this one.
That's a good idea.
While I'm dumping here, I'll do it. Oh my gosh, that was so
That's a
much.
lot. You gotta be a little more dainty.
Am I? Oh, so what are the rules? Am I allowed to kind of?
Yeah, I would
off?
say you can get it off so it's not dripping.
This is really scary when it's black. I don't know if that's like, is it spoiled or has it been sitting in the bottle too long? Can hot sauce expire?
That's a good question.
All
I don't know.
We're about to find out.
Yeah, we're about to find
definitely about
out.
to find out. What do you want? Oh, I was gonna cheers my wing with you, and you just, man. The wings are great.
Yeah.
Yo, that actually tastes good. That's like kind of a smoky, like. Now there's the hot.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
You got a hot take for me, Jansen?
Yeah, if I could think straight. Do you know Percy Jackson, the book series?
Yeah, for sure.
Better than Harry Potter,
Better than Harry Potter.
easily,
Wow.
easily.
I think you're gonna get a lot of people that disagree with that.
Percy Jackson. Okay, if you've read the books, like you can see the movies, whatever. There's also a Percy Jackson movie, but it sucks. But definitely think that Percy Jackson is better than Harry Potter. And for all my people who are in the chat, please comment and say Percy Jackson is better, whether you believe it or not. I just have to be right, you know? That's no big deal.
I think you're gonna get a lot of hate for that. I think Harry Potter's absolutely the best novel to movie series. Best novels, best movies. The conversion. I mean, or you're gonna tell me Twilight's better, Jansen? That probably is pretty on brand for you, right?
Freaking
don't.
don't out me like that, dude. Everyone knows I like Jacob, okay?
You know, that's okay. With that, we're gonna move on to the habanero, the first habanero hot sauce. It's red, and it's also got a topper. The
Hey,
second,
Did you say first habanero?
it's already getting to me.
Hey, we tried this one already.
It's already getting to me.
You know, I've got a really scary feeling that it's gonna be like mellow, 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 death, even more death.
Probably. That's a pretty good dab right there.
If you think that we'll make it through all the way to the extreme regret, screaming hot, this thing has its freaking regret in the name. If you think we're gonna regret this, share it. All right?
Share it even if you don't, because you know what? We want to reach your friends, and we want to see them eating crazy hot sauces. And as we're about to eat this wing, how about you take a screenshot, put it on Instagram, put it on Snapchat, put it on Facebook so your parents can see it, and let them know what we're doing, and we're about to eat some, I'm assuming not that delicious hot sauce, but here we go.
Cheese. Did you get it? Okay.
Nice.
Glad Chris got it. I don't know about y'all. See the nod. I like it.
So
All right,
while we eat this,
cheers first.
cheers.
Okay.
While we eat this, I'm gonna give a hot take relating to temperature, okay?
Whoa!
It is
Made a.
so much better to be cold in just general than it is to be warm. I mean, I can't even fathom someone that thinks differently.
Okay, you don't
than that.
actually believe that, do you?
Absolutely. I'm 100% convicted with this.
What do you keep your house at? What temperature? Don't steal my phone.
The temperature in the winter, 67 or 68 degrees.
Courtney, is that true?
It's true.
The wife is here and saying it's true.
Yep.
I can see that.
Yep.
So do you just walk around in a blanket all day?
Yup. And you know what?
Why?
It's so much better.
Yeah, what's the benefit
It's
to
so
that?
much better. What can you do if you're cold to get warm? You can put on a blanket. You
Turn
can
on
put
the
some
heat.
Extra layers. What can you do if you're warm to cool down? I mean, you're just laying on the couch. Like, if you got a leather couch or a cloth couch, you're like sticking to it and like sliding around in your own sweat.
Okay, I
I mean,
don't
you
know.
can't even.
I don't know if you
say
knew this, but there's these really cool things called fans.
I haven't heard of
It's a
those.
new invention. I know it's kind of crazy,
Huh.
but they actually blow the air on you and cool you off.
But if it's blowing hot air on you, are you really getting cold?
It's just about the movement.
Is this about the movement?
I don't know.
All
Some
right.
hot
Speaking
days.
of movement, let's move on to the next one.
Oh, look at that transition.
Oh, that's
Wow.
nice. Hey, don't forget to share. Did we tell you that already? Hey, please share. Do you see this? Ghost pepper? Chris, zoom in on that. And I'll bring it to you to help. Yeah. I don't know if you guys have had ghost pepper, but I have had a dollop, and it's bad. So I normally don't like hot stuff. Oh my lord.
Did you get any on there, Jansen? I think you probably need a little bit more.
No,
so
no, Andy, I
see
don't
it.
want your bread yet. All right, I'm gonna give you a hot take. All right, it's another food one. We're very food related today. Well, we are eating hot wings.
That's true.
Let's cheers.
Cheers.
You got a decent amount.
I got a lot on this one.
Okay. Well, that's kind of sweet at first. Oh my gosh, there it is.
It's just at first though.
Let's go.
Okay,
What's your hot take?
hot take. Cereal is just soup. Thank you.
Cereal soup. Does that make milk and broth? I think you're right. It goes easy, easy, easy. Bam! Pretty hot.
I want to cry.
Andy, did you bring some pepper spray here and put it in a
No,
bottle?
I did not.
Are you sure?
It's sitting at home.
Okay, I'm fine. I don't even need that whole piece. My lips are fine.
Yeah.
You want
No, no,
All good.
no.
All good with the milk.
Cereal soup. Soup doesn't have to be hot or cold. Oh my gosh, dude. I don't even want to know. It's a good thing we're only like taking bites, because
Is it actually possible to get hotter than that?
I think it is. It's right here. It says regret on it.
I think this is probably just water though.
Okay, I
right?
need to finish it. I'll kind of
Have some bread.
whole thing. Whole thing. Next hot take before I die.
This isn't quite a hot take, but isn't it just weird that we say bless you to people when they sneeze? Like, why are we blessing them?
I heard that back in the day. Oh my, I can't focus, dude. My lips are hurting more. It's like a physical pain.
Yeah, it's like you just bit into. I don't
A
even
what?
have anything.
A what,
I don't
Trevor?
even have anything. You just bit into a wing with really hot sauce on it.
If you've had ghost pepper anything before, make sure to let's see it in the chat. All right.
Yeah.
If you've had some nice chili peppers, let me know. Okay. But anyway, back to the sneezing thing. Yeah, dump that out. Let's get it going.
Extreme regret, screaming hot, Scorpion Carolina Reaper hot sauce. I mean, there's been a lot of awesome things that come out of Carolina. Michael Jordan, Zion Williamson,
The beach.
the beach, Outer Banks. If you guys like Outer Banks, I mean, come on.
Great.
You gotta like Outer Banks.
Oh, you're talking about like the place or the show?
Both. John Booker Riley. It's not Riley.
Good-looking dude.
John Booker something. Scorpion Carolina Reaper hot sauce is not one of the things that came out.
No.
That is delicious.
No. So, when the sneezing, I think that back in the day, like during program times, if this was this hot, I can't imagine what that's gonna be like.
This is just not even coming out. This isn't a liquid. This is just
like
solid heat.
Is it a sludge or is it a liquid?
It's borderline. It looks like
Here we
something that
go.
you would find like leaking out of the back of a semi with a whole bunch of hazard signs on it. I mean,
So back to the sneezing thing for the sixth time. Back in the day, pilgrim times, I'm sweating bad.
yeah, it's pretty hot.
They used to think that when you sneezed, like there was like Satan or something coming out of you.
Okay.
So they said, God bless you, because of course Satan coming out of you or a demon is also a great time to say bless you. So that's where I think
That
it's
makes
coming
sense.
from.
I think we know that's not the case though, right? But I guess maybe not.
Did you know that your heart kind of flutters? Why do we have all these people over here looking at us like in anticipation?
Let's do it.
You guys aren't here, okay? Hot take before we take it. Emperor's New Groove, best Disney movie
Wow.
ever. Share.
Share.
Share right now before I do
Share
this.
it.
My stomach
Share.
hurts already. Hey, share?
Did you share?
Share.
What about
Okay.
comment?
Oh, crap.
It's not instantly hot. Oh man. It got pretty hot.
Through your nose.
We want to take a picture with you.
Right now?
Tell me. Come on, get in. How do you guys feel? How's it going? How do you feel?
You know, like when you get your hand smashed in a car door? Picture that, but in your
Your
mouth.
tongue.
I
Yo.
can smell that.
Yo, put in the comments right now. Are they really hurting? I don't feel like they are right
I don't
now.
feel like he's sweating.
Can you guys
You guys made a
feel?
mess of it.
Can you feel the
There's no
heat
heat.
coming
I'm
off of
sweating.
my mouth right now?
Yeah, here.
I just. There's flames. Let's put flames in post.
Well, yeah, please put flames. That'd be so dope.
Jansen,
All right,
could
hey,
not be any better. We've got an awesome night of students coming up.
we do.
Jordan is going to give us a word.
Yeah.
We've got the RESToR band, like you heard from the ladies,
Dude.
kicking it off.
Dude, are we?
You're in the band. You're in the band too.
Wait,
I'm not.
You're in the
I'm
band?
in the band?
Yes.
Wait, I thought
Where do you stand?
right here.
I stand over here. Why didn't I see you?
Hey, real quick.
Yeah.
Share this.
Share.
Share. We're gonna give away.
Oh, where's the beanie?
DM us. Somebody took it. I have no idea.
Oh, hot sauce.
Okay, you're not getting that one.
No,
We'll get another
no.
one.
Coming in hot.
All right. Hey, here's my hot take. You want a hot take? You want a hot take?
Yeah. There's hot sauce.
You gotta take it by the wing. No.
Wait, first zebra cake.
Whitney
Yeah.
Houston. Whitney
Worked hard for
Houston.
that zebra cake.
Whitney Houston is the greatest female singer of all time.
Wow. That's the
Prove
way.
me wrong. Prove me wrong.
Yeah.
Wow.
Who's Whitney Houston?
Put in the chats. Students, you
Do
know.
they know who Whitney Houston is?
I wanna dance with somebody. My wife. That's it. Just my wife.
Your only wife knows who it is? So you think? So that's the criteria for the greatest singer. Is your wife knows who she is.
Awesome. Hey, put in the chat, give some mad love to these boys right here. It's been awesome
I love
hanging
y'all.
out with you. Share this right now, comment. Hey, we're going to kick it over. We're going to do an interview. So we will see you in just a second.
Peace out.
Share
homies.
it.
I'm sweating.
Hey students, welcome to our hot seat interview where none other, the guy in my presence right now, none other.
The seat is hot.
It's burning, isn't it? Oh no, none other than in our presence right now is our lead pastor, founder, RESToR Church, businessman. Pastor Gene Troyer, welcome to the hot seat.
Well, you could not make that more like beautiful and wordy. And good job, Jordan.
Well, we are in a hot seat moment, like I said, with our lead pastor, Gene Troyer, where over the next couple moments here, I'm going to ask him some questions that I kind of put together beforehand, some pressing questions that it might not be on our students' mind for you, but at least on my mind. So he's going to be as
Pressing questions. This sounds really serious.
real and transparent as we can. I think we're all going to learn a little bit more of our lead pastor here, right? So first off, do you like the Students Online set right now? I think
I do.
this is vibing.
I think this is what?
Vibing.
Vibing.
Yeah,
What's vibing? Help me out.
it's a lifestyle.
Vibing is a lifestyle.
Yeah, it
Is that
definitely is.
Is that cool or,
Yeah,
you know, in my day, the word
throw it in the chat
groovy?
right. Throw it in the chat right now. Define vibing for.
Yeah, help me
Pastor
out,
Gene here,
guys.
right?
Help me out.
Yeah. Hey, and before we get going though, if they could, we're wanting them to share this thing, okay? So share. Get yourself in for the giveaway. RESToR stocking cap will come your way. 3 shares. DM us on our Instagram platform, and let us know. We'll put you in for a giveaway.
Awesome. 3 DMs, and you get you're in the drawing.
You're in the drawing, yeah.
Awesome.
We'll do it
That's
within the
great.
next 24 hours after this airing. So yeah. Share.
fun
Go
is
ahead,
that?
share it. What if you have comments to this stuff? Throw them in the chat. And first question: what was your hairstyle like in your younger days?
How young do you want to go?
Okay, let's go. Now, I don't remember if you were like technically a student because you have your background, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Help us out in like your teenage days.
So
What was-
beyond the bowl cut.
there
That's
you
what
go.
you're asking
Okay,
about.
beyond the bowl cut, right? Okay.
Okay, so back in my, when I was about 16, 17, 18 years old, punk rock was a thing. And so there was a mullet on my head.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have the completely shaved sides, but
Like how long in the back though?
yeah,
it was long, wasn't it?
it was kind of long.
Okay, all right. That's
And sticking straight up on top. Well, I guess it still is a little bit.
incredible.
Yeah.
All right, next question. Getting a little more personal here. So you are our lead pastor at RESToR Church, founder, like I said earlier. When will you retire?
There's this thing about retiring. What does that actually mean? Like, what do you mean when you say retire? Do you mean when am I going to go away from here?
When you go away,
Are you saying anything
out
in
of here,
particular?
either in your wheelchair or
Hopefully never in my wheelchair.
when you say like, hey, you know what? I'm just gonna go sip my coffee in the mornings. I'm gonna catch up on RESToR students on Wednesday nights. I'm gonna watch online on Sunday mornings. But hey,
Because I'm going to be sitting on the beach
Oh.
somewhere
Oh. Okay.
with a palm tree above my head.
What beach?
That's a good question.
I know.
Yeah, perhaps Siesta Beach?
Oh.
I don't know. Who knows?
Oh, all right.
When am I going to retire? I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, that wasn't as risque as what I thought it would be. Okay. Do you like sweet tea?
Yes, I love sweet tea. But whenever I go to Chick-fil-A, I can't do they have the best some of the best sweet tea.
Yeah.
But I can't do just the sweet tea by itself. I would have to get half and half.
Half and half, yes.
Half sweet, half unsweet.
Yes. Throw it in the comments right now in the chat if you like sweet tea. Give me a thumbs up or give me a thumbs down. I love sweet tea. Absolutely
Straight?
love it. It depends. Okay, so if it's like homemade, yeah, I'll drink it straight.
Yeah,
if
right
it's I'm not jumping over to Chick-fil-A every week. So the closest place right now is McDonald's, right? And McDonald's, y'all, you need to get your stuff together because it is way.
They're coming out with the McRib this week again. You like the McRib? It's a good thing I don't have my big beard anymore because I'd have to shave my beard in order to eat a McRib.
McRib. You know what? I got a
sandwich.
buddy. Shout out to Chris. You're not watching this, but I got a buddy who absolutely loves the McRib, who will text me every season to let me know the McRib is coming out. So, I'll eat it just to say I've had it, but it's not like my go-to. But
Yeah, mine either.
No.
Mine either.
But going back to sweet tea, I'll do half and half for sure at McDonald's because, y'all, McDonald's, I know you're watching this, it is way too sweet, man. Way too sweet.
But McDonald's, if you'd like to sponsor this episode,
Yes.
we're up for sponsors. Aren't we all,
can-
Jordan? We're up for sponsors,
Yeah,
right?
we are. And McDonald's, what you can do here in just a second is, next question here. Gene, will you give out your phone number right now?
No.
No? Oh, that's terrible. So,
Why would I-
McDonald's,
wha-
you can't text him. You're going to have to reach out at info@restore.church.
Or you can call the church, 574-387-2311.
Well,
There you
that's
go.
no fun.
387-2311.
Come on. So, our lead pastor, Gene Troyer, will not give out his phone number, his personal phone number to us right now. But you still have mad love for us, right?
I do.
Okay, good.
I do.
Okay, next one. Who's your favorite child?
Like one of my kids?
One of your kids, yeah.
Well, Cody would say that Morgan is definitely my favorite child.
Okay. Sorry, Cody.
But by the way, he's 30 now. My oldest is 30 years old.
No way.
To-
So, this would be today. So
December
yeah.
1st.
Yeah. Well, December 2nd, technically.
His birthday's on the 1st.
Yeah, there you go. Happy
His
birthday,
birthday's on
Cody.
the 1st.
Happy
He's 30
birthday,
years
Cody.
old now.
Sweet. Okay, but no.
But-
who's your favorite child?
Jordan, seriously. My mama always said, you should never have a favorite. I love you both the same. She would always say.
Do you agree
So
with
I'm
that?
going with that.
Do you agree with that, though?
Well, I'll tell you what. There are multiple ways of looking at this. Each of us have our own personalities, and each of us connect with our kids in different ways. So to say that one is a favorite more than the other would be a betrayal of that opinion that my mom had and that I share. I'm not a very good politician, so but I'm trying to work my way around that question. No, I
who's
love
better
both
at
my
s-
kids. They're awesome.
Yeah. Who's better at soccer? Cody, who's incredible at cutting hair.
Morgan.
Right? Yeah.
Don't let Cody get at your hair
Oh,
with the scissors.
Lordy. We should do that as a segment. Cody,
And
come
Morgan's actually a pretty good football thrower too. She's actually really good.
Shoot.
Yeah.
All right. Worst teaching moment that you've ever experienced?
You mean like the kind where you
flub?
break out in a sweat?
You might have said a bad word on stage that you're like,
Yeah, well, I don't think I've actually done that, but I've gotten close. A couple weeks ago, I was on a podcast, and where we could have cut some things out, and I almost said something that they would have had to have cut. Fortunately, I didn't. But
The Holy Spirit came upon you in that moment.
something did. Shut my mouth.
Yeah.
Worst teaching moment. You know, I don't ever recall having one of those moments where, like, I wanted to just escape. But I do remember that when I first started speaking in public, my very first time doing a devotional thing at a church where I was growing up at, it was on a Sunday morning. We always had this thing. You did a Sunday school meditation or something before everybody split to go to Sunday school classes.
Shout out to Sunday school.
Yeah. I was like literally shaking like a leaf. I had sweat dropping off of my face. I don't know what I did in that moment anymore, but I just remember that it was terrifying.
All right.
So I'm glad that is behind me.
Awesome. Well, I'm proud of you. You haven't had too many awkward moments. That's awesome. We'll look for it in the future, though, for sure. Biggest pet peeve, but it's something that your wife Brenda does.
Oh, that's easy.
All right, lean in with me. Y'all. Lean in.
And this is no news to her.
Oh.
If she takes her shoes off, and wherever she takes them off is where they stay.
Oh, yes.
So
yes.
most of the time it's like in the kitchen underneath the cabinets, right? In the kitchen?
Yeah.
Just shoves her shoes underneath there and leaves them there.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Next
what...
thing I do is I walk through and I kick them or something.
That's right up our students' alley. Like, that is who we are.
Pick
right?
your crap up, right?
Yeah, pick your crap up. Mama B.
I was referring. No, I didn't say that about her. I mean, I was referring to the students about picking your stuff up. Right?
Oh, yeah. Y'all pick your stuff up, right? Okay, how often do you call your mama?
It's interesting. I call her less when she's in the community than I do when she's in Florida for the winter. So I'll talk to her at least once a week.
Okay. Cool. Does she invite you to Florida with her ever?
Yes.
Okay.
She does.
Good job. Gene, growing up, did you believe in Santa?
No. No. My parents made sure of that.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. So.
No, oddly enough, that was never a thing.
So what are you gonna tell your granddaughter
About Santa?
Yeah. Or this time of the year?
Well, I believe that stirring the imagination is a good thing. So I will tell her about Santa.
All right.
And I'll tell her about Jesus.
Awesome. Two more, real quick. How does it feel to look like a Gene? To look like your name. You ever notice that about people? Students, help me out. You ever notice about people, like, when you see someone, you're like, oh, yeah, you look like your name. To me, you look like a Gene.
Okay, well, my full name is Eugene.
We know
right?
that.
And so the only Eugenes I've ever known, and those that are the image in movies of Eugenes are always nerds. So I've never gotten really past that.
Yeah, you're definitely not a nerd. You're not a nerd. You're not a nerd at all. Last one. We're gonna end on this one. Students, feel free to put this in the chat as well. Who has a better singing voice? You or our worship leader Brax? Or worship pastor Brax? Pastor Brax. Who has a better voice?
I'll go with Brax.
Do you want to talk to me afterward and tell me the real answer?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Awesome. Well, hey, we've been hanging out with our lead pastor, Gene Schroyer. Hey, thanks for being in the hot seat tonight. It's been
Happy to be here.
It's been good.
Happy to be here.
All right.
So good.
We'll see you.
Love you guys.
Hey, let's jump into the Word right now. As I always say, I believe there's truth to be found in the Bible that we can pull out and apply to our life right now. So let's give this time our full attention. As we go, drop some comments in the chat, and I know we'll be better for it. So when I say the word control, what comes to your mind? Probably nothing good, am I right? Most of us don't have all the positive vibes when we think about that word, but why? Put your answers in the chat right now. Why is that? Why don't we have any positive vibes? Well, Because who wants to be controlled, right? Nobody. Who wants to be told what to do, right? Nobody. In fact, I bet you feel more than anybody else right now between the curfews, maybe your driving restrictions, all the COVID restrictions that are going on right now. I can imagine it feels like everywhere you turn, someone is trying to have control over you. And it is annoying. Can I get a witness, right? Most of us would agree that we don't love the idea of being under someone's control or being told what to do. We all want to do what we want to do when we want to do it. It's like the part of just being human, am I right? But here's the thing. As much as we resist the idea of being under somebody else's control, guess what? All of us are, like every single one of us. We would probably never say it this way, but all of us are controlled in some way or another by either our emotions, our moods, or our vibes, right? I'm guessing you can remember a situation where your emotions got you into trouble. Maybe you got into an argument with a parent, and you said or you did something in the middle of that argument that led you to getting grounded. Maybe you said some pretty terrible things about another person, a friend, and maybe jealousy took over. And you look back and you think like, what in the world was I doing in that moment? Student, see, our emotions can take control. And when that happens, we don't always make the best decisions. I'm right there with you. Like, think of a negative emotion that has had control over you. What's one emotion, when you feel it, it almost always seems to take over? Like, put it in the chat right now. What's one emotion that seems to take over you? Type it in the chat right now. Is it anger? Is it anxiety? Is it jealousy? Could it be loneliness? Could it be guilt? Go ahead, put it in the chat, because the list could go on and on and on. It's different for all of us. But chances are, we've learned how to monitor this emotion. We've learned how to monitor our feelings and emotions to some certain degree. You know, it sometimes works and it sometimes doesn't. But is monitoring our emotions, is that the solution to it? See, I want to tell you some truth tonight, students. Jesus invites people to do something that goes way beyond just monitoring emotions. The incredible thing is that if what he says is true, then it has potential to make us free. And that's what we all want. That's what we all really want, though. It's that freedom. We don't want to be controlled by anyone or anything. Get this, including our emotions. I want to tell you that Jesus, he's offering a solution to all that. So the passage that we are going to read about begins with Jesus and his disciples, which the disciples, they're like 12 of Jesus' closest friends. They're like his crew. And then there's the Pharisees, who were known for being super religious. And then there's the teachers of the law, who were also known for being super religious. And they asked Jesus a question in Mark chapter 7, verse 5. Read with me. Why don't your disciples live according to the traditions of the elders instead of eating their food with their defiled hands? In other words, why don't your disciples wash their hands before they eat? Like, think about it. That's gross, right? But understand this, that back then there was very, very little water. And when you did have water, you weren't thrilled of the idea to pour it out on your hands. But this was bigger than just hygiene. See, the Pharisees were bothered because of what it meant religiously. They were accusing Jesus of breaking the law of the elders, which was a law that was passed down by word of mouth. Now, that's important, and don't forget that. So Jesus answers them this way. Instead of coming to them directly, he quotes the prophet Isaiah in verse 8 of Mark chapter 7. He says, Isaiah was right when he prophesied about you, you hypocrites. As it is written, these people honor me with their lips, but their hearts are far from me. They worship me in vain. Their teaching are merely human rules. You have to let go of the commands of God and are holding onto human tradition. See, Jesus is saying you're not trying to lead people closer to God. You're looking for ways to keep you in charge and other people under your control. And guess what? That's not the way that God works. But Jesus isn't done in verse there. He says in verse 14, he says, "Listen to me, everyone, and understand this. Nothing outside of a person can defile them by going into them. Rather, it is what comes out of a person that defiles them." Meaning, the fact that the disciples didn't wash their hands doesn't make God mad at them. God is bigger, and he's better than that, students. See, back in the day, God gave people the law because, he had their best interest in mind. He wasn't trying to keep himself happy by controlling and manipulating their behavior. No. But Jesus basically says, don't you see that whatever enters the mouth goes into the stomach and then out into the body, right? It's like a biology lesson. What goes in must come out. But what comes out of a person's mouth? Those are the things that defile them, which basically just means the things that put them in conflict with God. We aren't in conflict with God because we accidentally eat something wrong. We are in conflict with God when it comes to what comes out of our mouths hurts God's people. And spoiler alert, let me tell you, God loves everyone. That was the whole theme of Jesus' teaching, that God loves you. He loves you. He loves the person in front of you. He loves the person behind you, the person next to you, the person next to you at school, the one that's beside you in your car, the person in your neighborhood. God loves people. And when Jesus talks about what puts us in conflict with God, he talks about how the source of our offensive words and deeds is inside of us. It's the emotions that we're trying to monitor and control. See, this is what Jesus says in verse 21, "For it is from within, out of a person's heart, evil thoughts come." Haven't you found this to be true, students? Everything begins with a thought. Young people, all the stuff that starts in your mind and your thoughts and your emotions, Jesus cares about what could happen as a result of it. The anger that we don't seem to have control of, the fear of missing out that gets in us and causes us trouble and regret. The fear that we look at and we wish we could just chill out a little bit. It's those thoughts that come from our internal environment, our emotions. Now, students, here's the reality though. Emotions are part of being human, am I right? They help us figure out what's right and what's wrong, but when they control us and make us do the things we don't want to do, when they keep us from living the fullest life that Jesus intends for us, then our emotions, they're not helpful anymore. And we have to rethink how we handle them. So, to do that, I want us to remember one simple step. It's this: because of Jesus, emotions don't have to be the boss of you. They don't have to control you. Let me tell you that Jesus is a way better boss than any negative emotions that you feel. And he can give you the strength to stand up to that emotion that's trying to control you. Now, this may sound weird, but I want you to imagine saying this in your own mind. Are you ready? Are you ready? Go ahead, put it in the chat right now that you are ready. Go ahead, put it in the chat. Here it goes. You can't control me. You can't control me. Now, some of you might have just laughed in your mind, and that's okay. But for real this time, not out loud, just in your head. Ready? 1, 2, 3. You can't control me. Anger, you're not the boss of me. Jealousy, you can't control me. Fear, you can't control me. See, I'm telling you, it's good for all of us to learn how to name what our emotions are, what we're experiencing, and how then to learn how to keep them from controlling us. Students, when our emotions control us, we end up doing and saying things that hurt ourselves but hurt people around us. So 2 things I'd love for you to try. Number 1, write this down. Try to think of the top 1 or 2 emotions that you have the hardest time controlling in your life. These are the emotions that are controlling you more than you would like. Maybe it's anger. Maybe it's fear, insecurity, jealousy. What about greed and anxiety? Whatever the emotion is, no matter what it is, it keeps showing up. Write that down. Take a side note. Write it down. What is that emotion? Second thing is this. Start checking in with yourself daily. This week, I want you to ask yourself at the end of each day, how am I doing? Literally ask yourself, for me, Jordan, how are you doing? And as you look back on your day, I want you to pay attention to the emotions that were a big part of it. Were they positive or were they negative? If there were some negative ones, are you still kind of holding on to them? What caused you to feel them? Was it a person? Was it a situation? Are you mad at someone? Did someone say or do something that hurt you? Pay attention to the emotions that you're holding on to. And as uncomfortable as this may feel, there's a reason why we start here. Because the feelings that we hold on to, they overflow into the lives of others. And God didn't create us not to feel, though. I want you to know that feeling is good, even with the difficult stuff in our lives. See, if you're a follower of Jesus, this is a big deal because emotions aren't meant to control us. Students, Jesus was meant to be the boss of us. He's a way better boss than any vibe, than any emotion that we may feel. He's worth listening to when it comes to how we handle these emotions that we have. So, students, imagine with me. Imagine if this actually became reality in your life. What if you were more confident with these emotions, these moods, these vibes that are controlling you? What if you were more confident with it? How different would your life be? I'm guessing it would be a lot. I'm guessing, it's not easy though. That's why I want to encourage you to talk to someone, talk to yourself, talk to someone. Maybe it's one of your crew leaders here at Students, to try to figure out how to deal with the real life stuff and talk about how to have this happen regularly in our lives. So this week, I want you to be real when it comes to your emotions. I want you to be real when it comes to your emotions with somebody. So right now, if you could, why don't you bow your heads as we pray and we ask God to help us in this. God, I love that you are so good to us, that you have the best intentions for us. God, right now, wherever these students are and whatever emotions that they are facing, Lord, I just pray over it right now. God, that tonight, wherever they're sitting, that they would be able to name these emotions. God, and if they're negative emotions, Lord, I just pray, Lord, that we can name them, and God, that we can give them to you and know that the truth from the Bible is that they do not have to have control over our life. God, you have our best interest in mind. God, you look out for us. God, I'm grateful right now that we can turn to you even in these times where we feel uncertain, when we feel discouraged. God, we can look to you and know, God, that there's a better way. So all these students on the other side of this camera right now, God, be upon them. God, and let them live out their best life in you. We love you and we thank you. Amen and amen and amen. Hey, I'm going to hand it over right now to our incredible team. RESToR Worship is here tonight to close us out with a song. RESToR Worship, it's all yours.
Well, hey students, we're so excited to be here with you tonight. Let's end the night well. Would you sing along with us? Here we go.
These are the days that we prayed for. A stirring of faith has begun, and I've seen so much, still I'm certain that the best is not yet come. 'Cause Jesus, you're not done with me. You're doing a new thing. You're doing a new thing.
And I see a wave of revival preceded by justice and praise. The young and the old run to Jesus. Oh, and all the sins that held us back are laid to waste.
Jesus, you're not done with me. You're doing a new thing. You're doing a new thing. For all I've seen, I still believe. You're doing a new thing. You're doing a new thing. You're doing a new thing. Your love is never gonna give up. You never give up. You never give up on me. Your love is never gonna give up. You never give up. You never give up on me. Your love is never gonna give up. You never give up. You never give up on me. I know, and I know. Your love is never gonna give up. You never give up. You never give up on me. Your love is never gonna give up. You never give up. You never give up on me. Your love is never gonna give up. You never give up. You never give up on me. I know, and I know. Jesus, you're not done with me. You're doing a new thing. You're doing a new thing. For all I've seen, I still believe. You're doing a new thing. You're doing a new thing. Your love is never gonna give up. You never give up. You never give up on me. Your love is never gonna give up. You never give up. You never give up on me. Your love is never gonna give up. You never give up. You never give up on me. I know, and I know. 'Cause Jesus, you're not done with me. You're doing a new thing. You're doing a new thing. For all I've seen, I still believe. You're doing a new thing. You're doing a new thing.
Thank you, RESToR Worship, for leading us in that song. That was great. And thank you guys for joining us tonight. We had so much fun hanging out with you guys. I hope you did too.
Remember to share this online, talk to your friends about it, and we will be back with you guys in 2 weeks.
Yes, we can't wait to see you.
Mad love for you guys.